Hey everybody, it's hard to believe it's our last week of school already. So today, Maze and I are going to show you some games you can do outside. Some are going to be kicking and hitting at targets, playing some catch and throwing into buckets, and even trying out some rackets.
For the first part of our summer games, we're trying to get an object into a target. We're starting with a large ball and large buckets, which would be easy. However, if this is a challenge, just move the buckets closer. If you don't have a bucket, you can lay a towel on the ground or make a circle with a jump rope and try to hit it. As I throw to Maze's bucket, he helps push it in, and as he throws to my bucket, I help push it in. Next, we switch to a smaller ball to make it a little bit harder. As we're throwing, try to use your point, step, tick-tock. Or shoot it like a basketball if you're Maze. Now we move back to make it more of a challenge. Again, point, step, tick-tock, and use your eyes and your hands to help catch the ball and put it in the bucket if your partner misses. If the ball gets away from you, that's okay. Just run and get it and come back to your bucket. Point, step, tick-tock. Finally, we're going to use a frisbee, and this is geared towards the older kids. When you throw, your thumb is on the top, pointer on the side, and your fingers underneath. As you're throwing the frisbee, keep it flat and throw it to your partner by pointing at them. Your partner is still right by your bucket to help catch it and push it down into the bucket. Flat and point. For the next set of games, we're going to be hitting at targets that tip over. So again, we have some water bottles and some recycled containers and a few cones. We're using kicking this time, so I put the ball on the ground, I step with one foot, and use my other foot to swing and point at the target. After my turn, I go get the ball and throw it back to Maze, and then he takes a turn. Maze puts the ball on the ground, takes a step, and then he kicks and swings his leg by pointing at the target. Now we're going to switch to rolling. When we roll, we point and step at the target, but then we bend our knees so the ball rolls on the ground. Step, bend, tick, tock, roll. After my turn, I give it to Maze. This could be played with anyone. You could play with a brother or sister, a friend, a cousin, maybe your parents or neighbors. For the last set of games, we're using a net. We made ours with a blanket and 2 chairs. We're using a large ball because this would be successful for our younger kids. It's okay to catch the ball and throw it over, or you can let it bounce 1 or 2 times and then hit it over the net. If that's easy, let's switch to 1 bounce. See if you can hit the ball after it bounces 1 time. You can use 2 hands or 1 hand. Finally, we're going to work on volleying, and that's when the ball stays in the air without bouncing as it goes over the net. If the large ball is easy, switch to a small ball. Start by having the ball bounce on your side and using 2 hands to hit it over the net. Lastly, we're going to work on striking while using a racket. If you don't have a racket, that's okay. I'll show you how you can make one after the video. Drop the ball on the ground and then try to strike it over the net using your racket. If that's too hard, set your racket down like I did and use your hands. It's okay that Maze is using the racket and I'm using my hands. We're trying to hit it back and forth over the net to each other.
So if you guys want to use a racket but you don't have one, which we got these really cheaply either at Walmart or the dollar store has some kind of little plastic ones. I took a frisbee and I just taped a wooden spoon on it, and we're going to use this one as a racket. And then this is just a cover from the garage, again with a spoon. And these will work just as well. Okay, so again, you can try to make your own too.
Watching our videos.
I appreciate you guys paying attention and practicing all these skills. Keep working on these through the summer and go back and review those videos. And then when we get back to school in the fall, we'll be able to practice them together. Thank you and have a great summer.